Callum, your old club, how much do you look forward to this fixture each season?
Definitely, it's definitely one of those fixtures that I look into when the fixture list comes out. It is a massive game for me personally, previous club, but also for the club now. We're in a good position and we just need to be looking to build on that and keep moving forward and cement our place in the top four.
Yeah, I suppose after the last 2 weeks that you've had, the expectation rises, but the expectation is that you can play like that every week, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah. We really need to deliver the consistency of the performances the last 2 weeks. If we beat those two teams and then don't perform the next couple of weeks, then it's kind of pointless. So it's important that we bring that consistency, the same energy, the same physicality that we have done the last couple of weeks, and make sure we turn up on Friday night.
Was analysis of the last 5 minutes against Saracens interesting, shall we say? Johnny Bell not happy?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the boys were deeply frustrated with the last 5 minutes. We had Saracens in a good position for us to move forward and get a bonus point, but we didn't close the game out the way we wanted to, which was disappointing. But as a squad, we've taken some good learnings, and hopefully we won't make the same mistakes again.
What is that? I mean, is it a case of actually thinking, well, second and third tries, you probably went through the phases, 20, 30 phases, not a problem. For a fourth try, you can do exactly the same, can't you?
Agreed, yeah. I think, when we need or want to score tries, we need to do what works for us. Stick to our process, stick to the system, and like I said, we'll get the fourth try or get the tries that we need. So it's making sure we're all on the same page and we're executing our plan to the T.
How's competition gone up in recent weeks with so many players coming back fit?
Yeah, it's great for the squad. The strength and depth that we've got. Across the park. Second row, back row, in the backs now, in the back three. There's very good players missing out on game time. So it's massive. It's pushing all the boys when they are given the shot that they have to perform, and ultimately that will all push us forward.
And it's linking up those combinations as well, isn't it? That's so important.
Yeah, definitely. It's hard to chop and change the team all the time. It's important to get those combinations, but at the same time, you can't be afraid to mix it up too much if people aren't performing. But as it stands, everyone's playing well, and as a group, we're combining well.
And nobody away on Six Nations duty as well. That's sort of obviously not a great situation for Gloucester, but suddenly, bolt out the blue, suddenly we discovered you had some Italian heritage. Tell us about that. Presumably you knew about it anyway.
Yeah. So obviously, I've got an Italian grandfather, so they've been keeping a track of me the last year and a half or so. And I guess they just felt it was the right time to get in contact and invite me over.
And how did it go?
Yeah, it was great, thank you. Great learning curve for myself, with the language and all that sort of side of stuff, out of my comfort zone. But I loved it, and it's given me a real drive to be involved in that setup again.
And I suppose with Conor O'Shea, you've got the English-speaking influence as much as Italian might have to be the first language of the squad, but actually you've still got those people who know the Premiership.
Yeah, for sure. Conor seemed awesome when I was over there, helped me a lot, and likewise with Mike Catt as well, the backs coach and attack coach. So there's English communication over there, but ultimately I'm going over there to speak Italian and learn Italian and be involved in the setup.
And is this definitely the route you want to go down? Obviously, you're someone who's played for England under 20s at a Junior World Championship.
Yeah, for sure. They've given me this opportunity, and I'd like to take that.
And how much does it help as well that Jake Pellegri, he's already sort of part of that Italian squad?
Yeah, obviously that helped. Like I said before, when Conor called me, he wanted to make sure it was definitely something I wanted to do, and to speak to Jake about his thoughts on it, his learnings and that side of stuff. So I spoke to Jake. I've known Jake for a long time. We're from the same rugby club in Bristol, so we've known each other a while, and it'd be cool to get over there together.
And you talk about that Bristol heritage as well. I mean, Bristol Bears, as they now are, they weren't playing at Ashton Gate, were they, when you left?
No, we were playing at the Men when I was there, so it's been a while. And
what does that do in terms of a different location? I mean, obviously, it's still one of the big two iconic sporting venues in Bristol, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Even as a kid, watched some big games at Ashton Gate when they transferred there for their big games. I remember watching a game in Bristol v Bath with the packed out Ashton Gate. So, like I said, it's the biggest venue in Bristol now, and they're creating a good scene down there. They're generating some good fan base and stuff like that. So it'd be cool for us to go down there and put on a good performance and get a win.
And they do like to play entertaining rugby, so really difficult to sort of, I suppose, prepare for them, but also defend against it.
Yeah, we've talked heavily about that this week. We understand the way that they're trying to play and what we need to do, and we're just looking at it whether it's a threat or opportunity, basically. So we've got to go down there and turn those threats into opportunities for ourselves.